I've been resting for about a week straight, and today, in conversation with others, I discovered that my mental sharpness was off the charts. And this tells me a couple things. The first is that I actually don't know the last time I've felt this sharp. So I've been operating at dullness, or a degree of dullness, for quite a while. I don't even know how long. I don't know the last time I felt this sharp, which is pretty weird. The next thing is the importance of rest. Vacations, holidays, breaks, whatever you want to call them. I've been calling this my break, and people go, I don't know what that means. So I realized, I guess I should call it a holiday or a vacation, but that's spent a few days in Seattle, but it's not exactly a getaway. It's more of a staycation. So maybe that's the correct terminology to use here, is staycation. Either way, you got to find what's going to work for you. That might mean taking a week off every quarter, might mean taking 2 weeks off in a year, but I don't know. I feel like 2 weeks off in a year is almost the minimum. You just start to feel normal, at least if you're operating at my level and the level that some of the other business owners I know. You only start to disconnect and feel normal after about 5 days. And then the rest of the time you're sort of sleeping and resting off the fatigue. Next year, I'm looking at a week off every quarter because I think every quarter is going to be pretty intense. I'm going to keep to a schedule that allows me to produce a lot of stuff at a high level. The last thing is just, it's really true, you know? A dull knife or a dull axe really doesn't cut through much. You can keep pounding and pounding and pounding away and really not get anywhere with anything. And a sharp knife just slices through it all, or a sharp axe. I think about how long I've not been operating at full capacity, and suddenly it comes into view why I was starting to feel a little bit flat in some of these conversations, and why I didn't feel as effective in my coaching. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't been totally there. My body sort of has checked out on its own. I think the ideal is still to work at a pace that never leaves you feeling tired, right? The 40 to 60 to 80 or 120 hour weeks. I don't even know if you can realistically pull a 120 hour weeks. I have my reservations and skepticism around that. In the category of question everything, that's definitely up there. But the ideal is, if you can work about 20 or 15 hours a week, that's a schedule you can sustain and still be sharp. 40 hours a week, I don't know. I think at some point you just run out. Like they're going to reach a point where you're not as sharp. And again, the problem is it's sort of like a frog being boiled gradually. You don't really notice it until later, until you've had the opportunity to stop and rest and become present to like how dull you've been and for how long. We live in a world where, I don't know, sometimes it just feels completely unreasonable to take breaks, doesn't it? Like interruptions still show up and people still break boundaries and there's financial concerns and all this stuff can come up as you're resting. But when you get back at it, you'll be way sharper and you'll be able to get way more done, way faster. So at the end of the day, I think if you want to be high performing, you got to make sure that you're getting the rest you need.
It's coming up fast and there's no time. Clean Slate 2024 is coming up fast, February 16th in Victoria, BC. You don't want to miss out on this incredible live music and multimedia event with a dosage of inspiration to light you up creatively and to have an amazing 2024. Once again, that's Clean Slate. You don't want to miss out. Go to davidandrewweeb.com and you'll either have the option to get updates, win tickets, or buy tickets as soon as they go on sale. So once again, I invite you to go to davidandrewweeb.com and get your tickets right away. See you there.